It's been a long time since I featured a Wltoys on this channel, and today we're taking a look at one of their new ones. I can't remember what all the numbers are for this one. I had to have a very quick look. This is the 144018. It's their 1/14 scale monster truck, and you may actually recognise it. Now, you may recognise it because I have featured it on the channel in the past. I actually think it was a couple of years ago now, a fairly long time. That was actually quite good. I think one of the biggest issues, from what I can remember, was the price. It was just a little bit too expensive. And then when you look at the price of this, I think it's currently selling for around £65. I think that's about $80. So it does look incredibly cheap, but is it actually going to be any good? Right, I've done enough talking. Let's get this open and let's take a closer look. Here we have our black and white manual, USB charger and screwdriver. It's nice to know that we're still getting a large-legged off-road vehicle. Now, to bring the price down, of course, we're going to be seeing less in the box. Instead of a LiPo, here we have a 1500 milliamp hour lithium-ion battery. The 144001 used to come with a LiPo, and LiPos tend to give you that little bit of extra punch. Here we have the transmitter. Now, this looks like they've gone back to the original version. Hang on a minute, I find this kind of strange because they released a new version. Why are we seeing this? Maybe because they've got a load of these hanging around and they want to get rid of them. Could that mean that the end is close for Wltoys? Potentially. Now, the good news is this was actually one of my favourites, and it really annoyed me when they come out with the new version. We've got a foam grip on the wheel. Up there we have steering trim and throttle dual rate. You need 4 AA batteries to get you up and running. Let's get this open. Oh, did you notice as I threw it down on the road there, this thing has friction shocks, which has kind of instantly made this entire truck pointless. Now, just like with the battery, of course, they're cutting corners again to bring that price down, and this truck is gonna handle really badly because of those friction shocks. Why would you do it, Wltoys? At the very least, cut corners, but leave the oil-filled shocks. And it's not like they don't know about this. We've all told them so many times. Just listen. So let's take a look at this. This looks pretty much exactly the same as the old version that I reviewed before. We have that horrible colour scheme on the body. That's another common issue with some of these Wltoys. And once again, they don't listen. So many people have said, just give us a plain and a basic colour scheme. But do they listen? Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm trying to find an angle where this truck looks good, but I am struggling. The blue wheels on this make it look like something out of a toy shop. It looks like we've got an LED light bar up on top. A plastic front bumper, again with LED lights. Also a plastic rear bumper with LED lights. That's another thing they like to give us lots of, loads of LED lights, because they think that that shuts us up and keeps us quiet. Let's take a look under the body. So it looks like the light connector has been glued in. So we'll have to be a little bit careful with that. I'll just rest it on the side. That's a bit of a stupid thing to do. Or if you're gonna do it, at least make the length of the cable a bit longer. Oh, Wltoys, please. So under here, well, I've got to be honest, it does look pretty cheap. Of course, those friction shocks are going to be terrible. So everything on this is plastic, including the front CVD drive shafts. There's no adjustable turnbuckles on this either. It does look like we've got a metal centre drive shaft. It does look like we've got a carbon chassis, which I find really strange actually, considering this is a very budget RC car. Look at that. I think it's a case of them throwing together whatever they had available just to get another car out there. So on the rear we have plastic dog bones. Now they've taken a massive step back with the electronics once again. Here we have what's going to be an underpowered brush system and a 5-wire servo. I'm guessing the diffs on this are also going to be plastic. Oh, it's not looking good. Would you pay £65 for this? Now I'm just seeing on the side of the box, it does look like this is a 390 brush motor. Here it says we have zinc alloy differentials. These things look like they're terrible quality. Now I think it's time we find out how this new truck actually performs. Now when it comes to speed, they've said it will do 21 miles per hour, which is around 35 kilometers per hour. Let's see first if it will actually do that. Right, let's see if it will do that 21. Let's start the GPS. Is this going to do 21 miles per hour or 35 kilometers per hour? That is full throttle. That's not very stable. That's full throttle. Now usually I have to put the camera on a tripod to do speed runs, but I can carry on holding it because this thing really isn't that quick. That's full throttle again. Are we going to see 21? Do you know what? I don't think we are. This thing feels incredibly slow. I may be wrong. So let's hit stop and read. We've got 19 miles per hour. So not ideal really. And once again, not looking great for Wltoys. And you're probably thinking, does this guy ever stop moaning? Well, I'll only moan if I have a good reason to. I'm only going to moan when a product's not very good. If you send me something good, well, I'm going to be praising it all day. And then I get called dishonest because I've said nice things about an RC car. And take it from me, anyone who's looking to start a YouTube channel, you really can't win. It's a very quick off-road test. I already know how this is going to go. It's so bouncy. Why did you do this to us, Wltoys? At the very least, you could have given us oil-filled shocks for just a little bit more money, or the same money, because believe it or not, they're not expensive. That's full throttle. Yeah, I don't know, I just find this thing a bit boring. It's not for me. You know, is this going to be a good option for a kid getting into the hobby? I don't know, maybe, although there are so many good options out there. Especially when you look at the FTX Tracer or the high boxing 16889, I would pick that over this all day long. The brushless version of this was actually really good, but again, it was just a bit too expensive. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your views on this one. I always love hearing from the people who watch my videos what they make of some of the stuff I feature on my channel. I have got the buggy version coming as well, so that'll be interesting. It's probably going to have all of the same electronics. Most of the components will be the same as well. So I think performance-wise, it's going to be exactly like this. I fully appreciate they've dropped the prices to make it an affordable choice again, or to make them an affordable choice again. But unfortunately, we've come so far these days, and you can get so much more for your money. Trying to justify these new Wltoys is going to be incredibly hard. And I don't think Wltoys are going to be around for much longer unless they can really make some changes. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it there because this is really boring. Wltoys used to be great. So there we go then, guys. That was the new Wltoys 144018. Yeah, I think that's correct. That's one of the things that always used to annoy me about Wltoys. Why not just give your cars a normal name? Now for the money, £65, is this a good option for someone getting into the hobby? Well, I'm really struggling with this one because I don't think it is. I think you'll be better off going for an FTX Tracer or a high boxing 16889. And those high boxing trucks are incredible for the money, and I just think they're a better option than this. So who's this for then? Well, honestly, no one unless you're crazy enough to buy one. Now, I feel really bad for Wltoys actually, because at one point they were at the top when it comes to cheap RC cars. Things very rapidly took a turn, and now they're pretty much at the bottom. Now, I may be wrong, but I think this is going to be the end of Wltoys. I don't know, we'll see what the future brings. Let me know in the comment section what you make of this new truck. Would you buy one? And if not, drop a comment down below. Cheers for watching, see you on the next one. Take care.